I'm sorry, for some reason I'm getting a lot of feedback on this mic. How's everybody today? Yay! Well, thank you so much. Can you hear me okay? Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much for coming. I'm going to have a couple of the directors go through, or whoever has stuff go through their items, and then I will come on at the end and talk to you about some important stuff. So I think we'll start with Tom. Oh, Amy. We'll start with Amy, then Tom, then Sarah, then Rob. Remember your order, and then we'll go from there. I don't know. It sounds...
Nothing's on the screen. Hold on a second. Yes. I don't know what that is. It doesn't look like a keyboard. It looks like trials or something. Is that what that is? Okay, hi everyone. I haven't done a Q&A in a couple months. I've been skating out of these things. I'm really busy today because we're getting ready for the Christmas Eve dinner. So we have a lot of prep work going in there. So Jared has me working today. He literally does. I was making Mexican street corn 2 minutes ago, and Ashley said that we had a Q&A, and I ran here. So Michelle's nice enough to let me go first. Just want to give you some housekeeping reminders. Today was the last day for your Christmas Eve reservations, okay? We have 200 people coming on Saturday night. That's amazing. I'm so excited. I guess we told Michelle that last night, and she's like, that includes health center. And Jared looked at Michelle like, no, that's just us. So that's awesome. And you guys know that we're having an amazing menu. The menu is posted. You've also got emails in the menu, so you have a really good idea of what we're serving. Okay? The times are a little different. Can we just pay attention to the times? Because it's the first one is 4 o'clock. Second, 5:15, 6:15. On Thanksgiving, we had someone show up at 5 o'clock when we were all cleaning up. So we just have to remind ourselves of the times of your reservations on Christmas Eve. I just want to get the young adults back. Yeah. 6:15. So it's 4 o'clock, 5:15, and 6:15. But I got to get those young adults to their families in a timely manner. Okay, so I just want to thank everyone who helped for the staff party with the food. That was my first time. Yeah, I don't know where Betsy is, but she organized and she did an amazing job. And everyone who came out to volunteer, we did pre-shift huddles. We talked about the food. It was fun. I had so much fun. This was the first time I've done a staff party or got to experience the gratefulness that the staff have and how involved the residents were. And that was like a really big deal. I came back at night because I wanted to hang out with you guys. I just wanted New Year's Eve. We're gonna have a nicer menu for New Year's Eve also. Okay, that is gonna get posted probably tomorrow. I told Ashley and Jared to get that finished up today. I wanna see scallops on that menu. I know we're doing lamb chops and lobster tail and filet mignon for Saturday night. Oh yeah. I had to give away one of my children for those lamb chops. I didn't mind. That being said, yeah, because that's why we don't have lamb chops on the menu because I can't get them. I was able to procure 4 cases. Oh yeah, I got them. But I just wanted, so that'll be out. Your New Year's Day brunch menu is already out. So you can see what we're doing for New Year's Day brunch. Just want to remind you for Christmas Day, let's just talk about service. We are doing a complimentary continental breakfast. Danishes, bagels, muffins, fruits, yogurts. That is Sunday on Christmas Day between 8 and 10. That'll be in your pub area, okay? The dining room will not be open on Sunday, Christmas Day, but we will have room service takeout. And I know that we're doing ham and baked ziti, just some traditional, get away from like the Christmas Eve meals that we're having. So just remember that. And so we know no delivery on Sunday. It's going to be pickup only. I know that you've already been told, but I love reminders. Okay? It's going to be at the concierge desk by noon. That's when the food will be there. Okay? So anyone who's decided to do room service, everything will be the same, for ordering the day before. You don't have to do anything special. They'll be picking it up at the concierge at noon, afternoon. Yes?
Hold on
Would it
one
be
second.
possible to pick it up later somewhere else?
Hold on, you have to talk into the mic so that they can hear
Would it be possible to pick it up later in the day somewhere else?
The answer is no.
it.
We'll
Concierge,
talk
you can
about
stay
it.
at concierge.
They can
as long
stay at
as-
concierge as long as you like it to, but I'm not gonna have a second accommodation. So I'm saying it'll be there at noon. Does that make sense? But I'm not gonna, my staff won't be available at another time later in the day to do that. What had happened is that, we weren't going to do anything at night for dinner. We were just gonna, when everyone knew about that. And then I went to Michelle and I didn't feel good about it. I just didn't feel good about it. And I went into Michelle's office and I said, let's just do something for room service takeout. Because there's a lot of people who are staying home. And Christmas Eve, that's over 200 people, that's amazing. And I'm gonna be here with you guys. Chances are I'll be waiting tables. But that's an amazing time. But on Christmas Day, I still wanted to have something to offer. So our compromise was getting it out there by noon at concierge. Okay. I just want to clarify a couple things. We have a lot of wait staff that go home for the holidays. What's amazing about our wait staff is they're all young, usually entry level, college students, high school students. But with college students, who usually go to, right up the road to New Paltz, they like to go home for the holidays. So I know that we are very tight on our staffing right now in the dining room, and that has a lot to do with people going home with their families, okay? So don't get nervous, everybody comes back. It's usually about the middle of January. So they're all coming back to us. I think 2 are permanently left, just 2 of them. And that happens too with younger adults like that. I know Tanya also has 2 per diem she just hired, a part-time, and she's got 2 interviews tomorrow. Okay? So someone had brought it up to me about some of the wait staff leaving. And I know some of the wait staff, they like to talk. So I just wanted you to know that students go home. We love having the students. But with that comes the other side. It's a double-edged sword for me. Just one thing I wanted to talk to you about is the Happy or Not machine. Okay? That is for the feedback for the food, like your service, your dinner, the quality of your food. It's not if the room is cold. It's hard because Michelle, see what happens, they put a sad face to it. So it's all percentages, like a survey would be. So like I'm getting a bunch of, now the room has been nice and toasty, but like that was just an example. So I'm getting a bunch of sad faces, which are bringing my numbers way down. So my boss is seeing it thinking, what are you guys doing in that dining room? Because they're very dissatisfied in there. And then I had to say, can you look at the comments please and don't get mad at me? One thing I've noticed, and this is why I love the Happy or Not machine, because I bring it to you, is the one thing over and over I see is a long wait time. That's something that we're seeing more of. I'm assuming it has a lot to do with some of this, this is just in the past couple weeks, I'm seeing longer wait times. And that's why we have this feedback machine, and I'm so grateful for it. I believe it has a lot to do with the staffing being a little bit tighter right now. I know with buffet on Wednesday, we got rid of that, but we didn't have the staff to back that up. I want you to know we are recruiting, we are interviewing, and we have hired. And also, we have a new point of sale system, POS system they call them, where they're going to be taking orders at your table. You guys are going to be seeing that, I think, within the month. All right, we're doing that's all in the new year.
Right, so that's actually tablet-based. So we are moving to a tablet-based point of sale system. You're gonna hear a lot about that, but that's gonna definitely cut down on running into the kitchen and other things that are causing delays. So we're investing in things to try to help us get your meal service as good as you want it.
Yeah, so the whole idea is that they're at the tables in real time, putting the orders in with you. So they're not writing them down, and then going to use the computer and having George say, I need a Coke, and then them forgetting to put your order in. So you see how it works? So the tablets are going to help with the wait time significantly. With the computers, having enough of them. We're gonna have 5 tablets on top of a computer. So that it's the service and the efficiency, bless you, the efficiency of service will change immensely with the new point of sale system. And I know that it's on its way, and you'll hear lots more to come. Yes?
With that happy face machine, what if you have, let's say, excellent service, but you didn't like the food? how do you do the two? Do you just do it twice?
I would just do it twice. Absolutely, yes. Yeah, because you can say the service is excellent. I get a lot of that. Michelle told me I had to be quick. I'm just joking. But like, I get a lot of like food quality, great green beans, love the French toast. You know, several people find the breakfast unsatisfactory. They don't like having breakfast for dinner. Service is always great. Too long for food to arrive. Great blueberries. Gabe is amazing. Monday's dinner of catfish was so delicious. It reminded me of 2 years living in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. This is amazing. Delicious meatloaf. Add olive oil to your sweet potatoes. Moisture is a plus. So those are the kind of feedback that I'm getting. Please take the time. It's nice that we just say happy or not and say food quality and walk away. But if you follow up and just take that extra like 30 seconds and type something in, it helps me because I bring it back to my cooks, I bring it back to my wait staff, and it makes this system useful for us. So just putting a sad face in and leaving doesn't help me. I need to know what's going on. And Michelle, I got questions. I don't know if you want to.
All right, who was it? Oh, I'm sorry.
You're all in purple. Punch it in.
I know I'm short. I have a feeling that I'm not the only person who forgets to do it.
Okay.
Because I exit the dining room toward the right. In other words, I go out the door and toward the concierge desk, and I completely forget about it. Maybe if you put a sign up or something to remind me, because let me tell you, my opinions have been very, very favorable.
Okay, that's amazing to hear. So a few things I'll say. You can do them any time of the day, right? So that machine's always on all day long. So the next day, the day before, it's not just during meal services that you can use that machine. You can use the Happy or Not machine at 11 at night or at 7 in the morning when you're getting your complimentary coffee, because you want to say, how nice is it that I get complimentary coffee? That's what that machine is about. Anytime, how nice is it that Elena in the pub makes really great lattes? That's what that Happy or Not machine is for. I am also available from email. There's a couple of you that still like to handwrite me, and I love that too. That feedback box is on your right side. That'll never go away. For me, paper will always. Electronic is amazing, but paper is special to me. We also have email. Okay, so those are your 3 ways. I can definitely get a sign up. Maybe I'll put it at the host stand or something, just to say, don't forget to use your Happy or Not machine. I definitely work on that, Maddie. Thank you. Any questions for me?
I think we'll take one more question for,
No one's over there.
maybe 2.
Okay.
Okay. First, I'll go to Lionel, and then I'll go to Joan, and then we're going to go on to the next person, because you've overused
I
your
know,
time.
I didn't mean it. I just have exciting things to talk about. I tried really, you saw how fast I was talking. Jared is so upset I'm at this meeting right now.
Why can't we put the happy machine on the other side of the desk next to the suggestion box?
Okay, let me see if there's any plug over there. We can't really run extension cords, so let me look at the dynamics of that. I can definitely get it on that side. I don't care where that machine is, I just want you to use it.
Yeah, and I've actually heard some of you come and say that you don't use it where it is because you feel like someone's going to watch what you typed, and then it's not anonymous, and that you feel rushed there. So we'll find some
Let's
place.
find this better spot, absolutely.
All right, we're going to go to Joan, and then we're going to move on to Tom.
Woo-hoo.
Amy, would you just address the takeout wine bottle situation? I'm getting a lot of questions and I don't want to give the wrong answer.
I can take that.
I'll take that. I have on my bulletproof vest. So
I do not.
during COVID, we began selling bottles of wine and beer on takeout and I think in the dining room. Both of those things are not allowed under our club liquor license, okay? We were doing them because the state was allowing us to do certain things, not just us, but they were allowing any restaurant to sell alcohol to go. There were a bunch of things that were going on. The liquor sales coming out of our takeout right now, and people buying alcohol and beer to go, has gotten completely out of control. Totally out of control. Somebody must have suggested to someone, use up your decline by buying 80 bottles of wine a week, and it's been happening. But what it ultimately ended up doing was forced us to go back to the liquor authority and find out if we're still even able to do this, and the answer is no. So by continuing to sell it as if we're retail selling alcohol and wine and beer, we're putting our club liquor license at risk. So I should have cut it off immediately, but I'm giving you until the first of the year, and then we're gonna go back to the pre-COVID rules, which are that you have to consume it in the dining room or in the pub. It cannot go for takeout.
But if there's any left over, you know how they used to pour in the glass and then some's left over, can you take that?
I have to look into that. I'll get back to you on that. All right, thanks, Amy. Happy Christmas.
Yeah, happy everything.
Okay. Tom, you have like a minute now.
It's all right.
All right, well, which mic do you want to use?
Use that one.
Okay.
Hello. Hi. We'll make this real quick. Any questions? That always speeds it up.
Oh, here we go.
Last week, there was a bit of an ice storm,
Correct.
and we couldn't get out of our cottage until Friday night. Gonzalez came Saturday, they did a great job clearing up, but why didn't they come on Friday? And we called concierge, we did what we were supposed to do.
Friday during the day, I was inundated with calls, and appropriately so. It was raining. They came Friday morning early. When I got here in the morning, they were still here. They had just scraped everything. They scraped the walks. They did lay down a layer of salt, but it rained all day. While it's raining, there's nothing they can do. In other words, if they spread salt or sand on the walkways in the rain, it washes away. So, unfortunately, the rain plus the temperature caused slippery walks. But there was literally nothing we could do. I had my guys out, with the gator and keeping entryways as best as we could. But Friday during the day, it was raining. Like you said, as soon as the rain stopped, Gonzalez came back and scraped again and sanded. But while the rain was coming down, there just isn't anything that we could
Yeah, I
do.
mean, that's a very tough in-between situation. Fortunately, that doesn't happen a lot, but a lot of people did. But the key there is that you did call concierge and report it. That's what you need to do, and we'll go from there. Jenny, then June, then Trina.
Tom, you and I have had a long relationship
Yes.
over the lights in the library.
Wait a minute. Yes.
Wait, hold on, Tom, that mic is not tall enough.
Oh.
There you go. It's gotta be angled up.
All right, good. All right, here we go. This is some good news.
Well, what's the question?
All right. I'm going to make a few people happy. The issue is the lights in the library. We need to change to LEDs so that they're better, and also the clock.
Oh.
The clock has been the right time, has not been the right time, and the problem with the clock for years, or the reason I couldn't fix it is, there's 3 different mechanism types of tower clocks. And I need a new mechanism and a new controller. They're not that expensive, but I need to know which of the 3 types I have. The only way to know that is to go to the back of the clock, up above the ceiling tile. I don't have any way to get up there. So I was waiting until I was going to do the LED lights, and I was waiting, and then I was gonna have a lift, and I could do that all. But the other day, while I was home thinking about Woodland Pond, I had a great idea, and we bought 4 sections of scaffolding. And we have it now, it just came in. And with the scaffolding, it's not a lift that goes up and down, we're gonna have to assemble it. And then we can get up there, look at the clock, I can order the right things, we can start the lights, and I can order the clock, put it up, take the scaffold down, put the scaffold back up, and then also we have scaffold to address a few things outside too that we haven't been able to reach.
Yeah, but on the bright side, that clock is bright twice a day.
That's right.
It's also the other thing was, it was been a discussion in the Plan Ops Committee for a few months, a couple of years now, and we decided to leave it alone for a bit because for a while it was only 10 minutes off, and that was better than like the hour and a half it used to be. So we left it alone in 10 minutes, but it is annoying. And then also with that scaffold, we can not only fix the clock workings, we can get up to the front of the clock and paint it and make it look as it should. So in a little bit of time, we'll do the clock and your lights, yes.
The lights, I'm very happy we're getting better lighting.
Yes.
However, going back to our
Right, don't
long-term
push it.
relationship,
Things to the-
what we talked, remember there was someone had really good idea about adding lights over
Right.
that one
Yeah,
section.
and that's what we'll do.
More lighting to be added?
You got it.
Thank you. Also,
Okay.
I just want to applaud you on
Oh,
the,
that's okay. Yeah,
on the heat in the library. My committee members are no longer turning blue as they are working on the
All right, so you're
computer,
saying
putting in
all right,
data.
so we're putting too
So
much
thank
heat.
you.
We're putting too much heat in the library.
Not too much, no, it's perfect.
I'll adjust it.
Okay.
All right.
Just an update on the installation of the LED bulbs, please.
Oh, good point. Yes, the SUSCON committee, as part of that, we're doing a LED bulb swap. And we're gonna have teams that are gonna come into your apartment, we'll announce what day, what floor, and we're gonna have somebody will come in and talk to you, explain to you about the different bulbs that are available that we have there. And then we will swap those, we'll swap your existing incandescent bulbs or fluorescent bulbs with LED bulbs. That's at no cost to you. The bulb itself, we were able to get from Central Hudson at so low a cost that there'll be no cost to you. The cost for us to do it is there'll be no cost because there's gonna be maintenance guys working in cooperation with a good number of resident volunteers. If there's a particular bulb that we don't have, we can try to get for you, but we'll have a few different types with us and we'll do that. If you start asking questions exactly how this is gonna work, I'm gonna say I don't know yet. Tuesday the 2nd, we have another meeting. We're gonna pick a couple apartments and do some prototype swaps. And then we'll figure out how to do it, and then we'll pick some floors to start. The big thing is, a couple things here is, once we leave, what I'm hoping is, when we swap your existing bulbs with LED bulbs, a couple things are gonna happen. One, the energy use is gonna fall dramatically. The LED bulbs use so much less electricity. Also, you're gonna get better, even light in your apartment. If we swap the LED bulbs in your entire apartment, they're all gonna be the same temperature, the same intensity, it's gonna be better. Because sometimes what makes things seem not bright isn't so much that a particular area isn't bright, it's that two adjoining areas are too bright. So if we make it all even with the nice LED lights, it's gonna be a lot better, even light, and it's gonna be much less energy efficient. We're drastically gonna cut energy use. But I also wanna say this, if you don't want to change a particular bulb, nobody's gonna force you. You might try to convince you, yes, but you don't have to, no.
Okay, I'll take Trina, and I think Tom, we're gonna have to move on to Sarah.
You got it.
You know where to find Tom. Tom, when are your office hours?
1 o'clock Wednesday.
Perfect.
It's never a crowd, come on down.
So Tom, back to the question of winter, which is always with us these days. I have a couple of scooters in my garage and I can't fit my car in and no one's scraping it off. So I had to go out by myself and chip the ice off. And it took me a long time and luckily Stuart came by and offered to help me.
Well, it appears to me that Stuart's doing a lot more of the cottages than Lynn Gonzalez is. He's doing a good job. Not Stuart, I forgot anyway. But a couple things. You should never have to do that. If you need out at a specific time and we haven't cleared it yet, call concierge. I'll send, in other words, if you need to get out, let's say it's snowing and they haven't gotten to you yet, because they don't have to clear your driveway or your car until it stops, but it's still snowing and you have to go somewhere. Call concierge, somebody will come down and clear your car and get you moving.
Oh, good to know.
100%.
I have one more
It's always the
question.
case.
The other question is, I splurged when I first came to Woodland Pond and bought myself the only chandelier I've ever experienced. So can I get LED lights for my chandelier?
Yes. I don't know if we will have them that day we come, but what we'll do is, and one of the things we're gonna have to work out is if we go someplace like your chandelier or somewhere else, and we don't have that specific bulb with us, we're gonna need to take it and get it and then come back and do it, yeah. But I think that's gonna be the case with a lot of things. I think there's gonna be a number of bulbs that we might need that we're not gonna have, because there's no way we're gonna stock everything. We pretty much have a few, and it's gonna cover 80. Also, I have no delusion that when this is over, we are 100% done. But if when this is over, we're 60, 70% better than we are now, that's a lot of kilowatts not getting burned.
All right, thanks, Tom.
All right?
Sarah?
Hi everyone, good afternoon. I'm Sarah Leonard, the Resident Services Director. Great to see you all. Just a couple quick announcements. So today we have a calendar edition. At 3 o'clock there's going to be a classical piano concert here in the PAC. Today at 3 o'clock. And it's last minute. It was going to be in the Great Room, but the Great Room's having some heating issues which are being fixed. So residents from the health center will be coming here to enjoy the concert, and you are invited to join them as well. So that's for today. It's the pianist's name is Hung Lee, and she's someone who has come to the health center for some time now and is very popular. Yep. And also, Woodland Pond has been the recipient of a very generous gift of a substantial classical CD, classical music collection, and this has been donated by Willa Vincitor, and her father was a subscriber to the DBC Classics, and he has a really awesome collection of approximately 400 CDs. The activity staff in the health center have already helped themselves to what they wish to have, as well as Gretchen, and now it is opened up to you. You can take as many CDs as you wish. They are in the cart room by the dining room. So please feel free to peruse through those and take what you like. And also in terms of scheduling over the holidays, our wellness nurses, Angel and Mary Jo, will be off a little bit. So Angel's going to be off on the 24th and the 25th, and Mary Jo will be off on the 25th and 26th.
So on the 25th, we have no wellness nurse.
Correct.
So if you have an emergency, call concierge, and they will determine if we need to dispatch emergency services, just like we do overnight or before we have Angel on the weekends. Okay.
All right.
All right. Ina, do you have a quick question for Sarah?
Today's menorah lighting for Hanukkah, is that still going to be 4 o'clock here in the back, or does that go to the lobby?
Yes, it's going to be here at 4 o'clock.
Okay, so the pianos will be done.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, all set.
Okay, thanks, Sarah.
Have a great holiday.
Rob?
Hey guys, I don't have an awful lot, so I'll just take questions if you got them to help speed things up a little bit. Anything for me today?
Does anybody have any questions for Rob?
All right.
Wait, I do have a quick question. It's about bees.
The bees.
Yeah, can you tell a little bit about that story? What happened and what residents need to know? You're gonna love this one.
Sure. We recently, I would say probably about 2 months ago, we had an infestation in a specific apartment. What we found is a rather large bee's nest had developed inside the building. It had come through the fascia somewhere where there was a crack, and they developed a nest that they've been working on for years. And then at some point, they started working themselves into this resident's apartment. They were making noise in the ceiling, and we found person has the ability to make me cry in life. I was not expecting this. Lara has worked here and has been in the Air Force for several months now. This is the first time I've seen her in months since she graduated boot camp. So it's a great surprise. enough for me.
When you thought she was gonna be here.
I expected to pick her up on Friday. Does that mean I have to work Friday? So I was supposed to pick her up on Friday. I expected her to be here just before Christmas. So it's nice to know that she's still lying to me at several occasions at this age. I guess that never stops. But it's a great surprise. I did not expect her to see her until Friday. So I appreciate this tremendously. Thank you.
Okay, that concludes the meeting. Well, he was in the middle of bees. I'll tell you that story. The bees were fine. We got them out, and you need to put work orders in. But we wanted to have a packed house to have Lara surprise her dad today because we thought it'd be great. So she came in straight from San Antonio. Her aunt picked her up at Stewart and brought her here without Rob knowing. So he was expecting to see her Friday. And this is all Rob's sister Amy and Tom and April's doing. So let's thank Lara for her service and congratulations. That's really all we have. Happy holidays.